Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to start by saying fragility is real. Fragility is very, very real. And as you can see, the title of this article, Trump don't want 7 words to be spoken or written by the CDC. So they are forbidden to use certain words during his term. Censorship from the Trump administration. This is what Trump wants. Instead of passing legislation and getting some laws, and instead of getting away from Big Macs and golfing, he wants 7 words to be struck while he's in office by the CDC. We know how important this is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is crucial. Now, let's look at some of the previous presidents before we get to Trump. Um, Now, during the Reagan years, he did not want the word AIDS to be spoken, although many were dying of AIDS back then because that was during the AIDS epidemic. So, although there was the AIDS epidemic, Ronald Reagan banned the U.S. Attorney General from saying the word AIDS. So it resulted in the ACT UP slogan, Silence Death, because he did not want the word AIDS spoken. Fragility is real, y'all. It's real. It happened repeatedly during the first Bush administration, leading to the 2004 unprecedented report issued by the Union of Concerned Scientists. Scientific integrity in policymaking, an investigation into the Bush administration misuse of science, and related books featuring such titles: Undermining Science, Suppression and Distortion in the Bush Administration, and the Republican War on Science. So he had an issue with science. Woo! Fragility is real. Mm-mm. As but one example, in 2003, the Bush administration attempted to whitewash the first ever National Healthcare Disparity Report mandated by Congress, which revealed by widespread disparities in U.S. healthcare by race, ethnicity, and socioeconomic position. It replaced the study's second damning finding: disparities come at a personal and societal price. So they were showing disparities in how healthcare is provided based on race, and they wanted the report to be whitewashed because it's obvious. This stuff is obvious even to this day. We know who gets the better health care in this country. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. But the Bush administration saw the disparities in race when it came down to health care, and they did not want that out there. So they whitewashed the report. Whitewashing, that seems to be the global thing. Okay, the latest incarnation of diabolical strategy took place this past week in a meeting at the top level of the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, according to the CDC staff member quoted anonymously to, and I guess this was in the Washington Post, senior staff at the agency were told 7 words could not be used in budget documents that are preparing for submission for the agency's next year of funding. And these are the words Trump do not want to see. Very sensitive, y'all. Very sensitive. Fragility is definitely real. What are the 7 forbidden words? Science-based. Science-based. He doesn't want science-based. Science-based. He does not want evidence-based. He doesn't like that, y'all. Evidence-based. Trump don't like it. Evidence-based. He doesn't like the word entitlement. Although there's a lot of entitlement going on in the country, he does not like the word entitlement. Entitlement. So y'all stop saying entitlement, because he don't like entitlement. Don't say entitlement, y'all. Don't say it. Don't say entitlement anymore. Damn it. No more entitlement. He doesn't like the word vulnerable. He don't like it. He don't want to hear vulnerable. You hear me, y'all? Did you hear what I said? He don't want the word vulnerable in anything. Don't put the word vulnerable in there. God damn it. No vulnerable. He does not like the word diversity. Hell, I don't like that word either. He don't like the word diversity, y'all. Never, ever, ever speak the word diversity. He don't like it. He don't say the word diversity, damn it. He don't like the word transgender. Transgender. He don't like it. Don't speak that word. I'm down with that. I don't care if I never say that word, but Trump take exception to that word. Transgender. He don't like it. He don't like it. Fetus. Well, I guess if you had a low birth rate, you probably wouldn't like the word fetus either. Fetus. And, fetus. He don't like that, y'all. Fragility is real. Don't say the word fetus when people are in, in this low birth rate going on in the population. Those words like fetus might be ultra sensitive. Fetus. Fetus. Oh, man. So you want to shy away from science, shy away from evidence, shy away from evaluating if public programs protect and improve people's health. You want to shy away from assisting people who are vulnerable and at risk of poor health. You want to shy away from addressing how health and well-being unfairly differs across diverse social groups as related to race, ethnicity, income, if they're poor, where they live, type of communities they come from. We don't want to talk about that because, diversity in a report might send him out there for a Big Mac. So you just want to avoid that at all costs. Shy away from addressing the health needs of transgender persons and threats to their health. So no more talking about transgender health. No more talking about that, y'all. Because, Trump, he don't want to hear this. Shy away from the accurate terminology about the biological stage of organisms developing in a womb, such as a fetus. He doesn't want to hear that, y'all. He don't want to hear it, presumably because this is not in accord with the anti-abortion view that such an entity is always an unborn child, regardless of stage of biological development. So, he don't want to hear the word fetus, y'all. Don't want to hear that. This may send him out there for 2 Big Macs. So don't send him out there for Big Macs, fetus, eliminate that. In response to the uproar provoked by news of the 7 forbidden words, the director of the CDC, Dr. Brenda Fitzgerald, sent an email to staff affirming that the CDC remains committed to our public health mission as a science and evidence-based institution. So I guess she's just not going along. She's not playing ball, y'all. She ain't playing ball. Woo! Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. See, forbidding words and forestalling funding does not make problems disappear. To the contrary, it makes them fester and poisons the future. The cowardly attempt at public health censorship by the Trump administration must be exposed, ridiculed, and rejected. So they have no intention on striking those 7 words out because Trump is very sensitive about, let's go back to those words now. So, it's very clear what Trump don't like, y'all. Very clear. Very clear. Let me get back up to those words. All right, here they are. The 7 forbidden words: science-based, evidence-based, entitlement, vulnerable, diversity, transgender, and fetus. One more time. The forbidden words by the Trump administration: science-based, evidence-based, entitlement, vulnerable, diversity, transgender, fetus. Because Trump has a problem with these words. All right, let's go over it one more time. The words Trump has a problem with: science-based, evidence-based, entitlement, vulnerable, diversity, transgender, and fetus. He has a problem with that. Don't put it in no reports and don't speak those words because he has a problem with that. Oh, man. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And don't forget to click on that notification bell. And one more time: science-based, evidence-based, entitlement, vulnerable, diversity, transgender, and fetus. Peace, family.